guys, I'm back for my Raw review, but before I start talking about that, I need to get something off my chest, because I am really annoyed right now. Okay, so Raw is on Monday, right? Smackdown is on Friday. Obviously, because I don't get to watch Raw until usually either Tuesday night or Wednesday morning, so I don't go like on Twitter or anything like that, so that I don't see what happened on Raw, because people always seem to write about what happened after they've seen the show, so I avoid it. Because I think, oh, I've seen Raw, you know, I can go on it now, and everyone has put what happened on Friday night on Smackdown on there already, and it's a pretty big thing. And this really made me annoyed, because, like, I mean, okay, yes, you might want to check it. I don't know why people want to check it before it actually happens. You know, just wait until Friday. It's really not that big a deal. But why do you have to put it so that everyone else can see what happens, like people like me who really don't want to know? And you can't even, like, maybe even just write who it's about, or just say, oh, I can't believe that happened to blah blah. You have to literally put everything that happens, and it's just really wound me up. So obviously I went on that and I thought, oh, for goodness sake. So I went on YouTube, and then people who, like, you know, big YouTubers, you think they'd have, like, the sense to just write, you know, spoiler or something, like, in the actual title, but they actually write on the title of the video what happens, again, on Smackdown, and it's like, why are you doing this? Like, I've had people before say to me, oh, you know, it's really annoying when people, like, do that. So, like, I know a lot of YouTubers will write, like, spoiler alert or something on their video, but when people just do that, it really frustrates me, because now I know the really massive thing that happens on Smackdown, and it's just really irritated me, because I want to wait till Friday. I think they should just, WWE should just do Smackdown live on a Friday, so that people can't post spoilers before, because it's really annoying. I'm sorry, some of you might not care, some of you might like to actually know what happens before Smackdown actually airs, but it's just really wound me up, because I was looking forward to Smackdown on Friday, and now I know exactly what happens, so really annoyed right now. But never mind, so I'm sure most of you probably actually know what happens. See, I'm going to put, you know, spoiler alert in my video now, because I'm actually going to talk about it, because that obviously what has actually happened has really annoyed me too. So, but it's just the fact that I already know before Friday, and that's kind of gotten me, like, annoyed. So I'm going to start rambling about that now. So obviously, yeah, as most of you probably know, but if you don't, and you do want to know before you actually see the show, apparently Christian loses the title to Randy Orton on SmackDown, which is very gutting and very annoying. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Randy Orton, he's like my favourite wrestler, but he does not deserve to be champion again, especially not taking it off Christian, who only won, like, the title, like, a few days ago. I mean, that's really kind of a massive dig at Christian, really, to be fair. I mean, you know, it's taken him, what, like 13 years to win the title, and then he gets it taken off him, like, 2 days later. So that's absolutely ridiculous. So obviously now everybody's absolutely fuming, because, you know, you've got Cena and Orton, both champions at the same time. You know, people who've been champion, like, loads of times before. So, yeah. A very annoying spoiler, and I'm just very annoyed that I actually know what the spoiler is too, so yeah. Anyway, this video is supposed to be about Raw, so I will actually get onto that now. So it's just back to being just me talking. There's no Call of Duty happening in the background, there's no disembodied hand randomly stroking my arm during the video. That was really weird. I apologise for Liam, he's very strange. But yeah, so I'm calm, honestly, I'm calm. Anyway, on to my review of Raw. Obviously Raw this week was The Rock's, like, birthday party. That was, like, the whole kind of gist of what Raw was supposed to be about. It was an alright show. There wasn't really a lot of decent matches, to be fair. It was a bit dull. Obviously just kind of the Rock's bits were obviously the best bit. Obviously Rock comes out at the start, you know, just like thanking the people for being there, saying how good it is to be back. Obviously the whole kind of start segment was obviously to do with the whole killing with Osama bin Laden and all that kind of stuff, which obviously, you know, yeah, okay, I get it, it's a really big deal, but obviously it's more for, like, the American kind of people, so that bit I was kind of just watching, but obviously it doesn't have as much meaning to me as it maybe would if I lived in America. So that was that bit. Obviously then The Rock was kind of just finishing off his, like, section, and then they got an email from the Raw general manager, and Michael Cole started to read it out, but The Rock interrupted him and told him to get in the ring, you know, be a man and get in the ring and face him. So Michael Cole said that The Rock needed to apologise to him. So The Rock did apologise, but then he just gave him the rock bottom and people's elbow for good measure. So that was a good opener to Raw. John Morrison comes out. It was supposed to be him, because, right, they announced, yeah, they're like, oh, it's like going to be John Morrison versus R-Truth. I don't understand why WWE do this. Okay, I know the match didn't actually happen, but it's like, yes, you're building a feud, don't put them in matches before pay-per-views. I think that's what the problem is. You see, like, all these kind of big matches that happen, not big, that's not a big match, but when, on the old times, you know, a match that was going to happen at a pay-per-view, the wrestlers would never actually face each other before the pay-per-view happened. I'm pretty sure they wouldn't anyway. They might be in, like, tag matches, they might team together, or along those lines, but they would never actually face each other one-on-one before the pay-per-view match, which made you really kind of anticipate that match happening. But now these days they seem to kind of do it like didn't they do like Cody Rhodes versus Ray before, like literally the show or 2 shows before the match at Extreme Rules, and it was like, well, why are you fighting each other already? Same with Michelle versus Layla. They had it on Smackdown, and then they had it again at Extreme Rules, and it was like, why are you doing that? You know, just let them build to it, but don't actually have them face each other, because when they do actually fight at the pay-per-view, you can think, oh, I've seen this match before. Oh, honestly, WWE's booking is terrible. I should be in charge of WWE. That would be epic. Actually, no, it would be a complete fail. But, you know, because I would just, I don't know what I do, but, you know. Anyway, but yeah, so John Morrison comes out, but R-Truth, like, jumps in before, like, he actually gets a chance to get to the ring and takes him out on the, I don't know what his move's called. Because I can't even remember what his old stupid move used to be called. But yeah, so he did whatever the move was called on the floor, and then obviously Morrison was being helped up to the out to the back, but then R-Truth came back out and did the same move again on the steel ramp. Maurice versus Kelly started, but then Karma kind of came out like literally right after it happened, and she kind of was looking at Kelly because obviously she was kind of in the corner like cowering like help. But then Karma changed her mind and like did the Impact Buster on Maurice instead. But seriously, Karma is really creepy. She actually scares me. I wouldn't want to be like face to face with her in the dark alley. Let's get, you know, that would just be freaky. So then they had The Miz versus John Cena for the WWE title. Why do they put WWE title matches on Raw? You just know. I can't really say that now after knowing on Smackdown that Randy Orton beats Christian. But anyway, you just know that they're not going to win. You know, the challenger generally. I don't really know that. Maybe once or twice it's happened on Raw or SmackDown, like with Money in the Bank, people cashing it in. But generally, in a planned match, you're pretty much guaranteed that the title is not going to change hands. And especially not when that person, like, you know, lost the title the night before. They're not going to win it back again. So I don't see why it's going to happen, you know. And I don't know. I just don't understand sometimes WWE's booking. Yeah, they make people face each other before matches at pay-per-views, and then they put, like, title matches on Raw where you just know they're not going to win. It's like, But anyway, to be fair though, this match was actually pretty good. The Miz actually looked more of a credible contender in this match than he really did in his whole title run. He actually looked like really strong in this match. I know he had to kind of cheat at the end, you know, to kind of like get the win. Obviously Alex Riley was like, he was actually out ringside this time, obviously, because he wasn't at the pay-per-view, but he was there this time, so obviously that gave Miz a bit of a advantage. Miz hits Cena with the briefcase and then hits the skull-crushing finale, but that only gets a 2 count. Cena, like, amazingly burst out like an attitude adjustment out of nowhere, and I thought, oh man, he's going to win, but Miz kicked out of that, which was quite a shock. Like, you know, it was a bit like, whoa, he actually kicked out of that. So, yeah, so then he, when the ref's like distracted, he hits Cena with the title belt and actually gets the pin, and I was thinking, what, you know, because obviously everyone was kind of shocked, like, what, he's actually giving the title back. You know, that's going again against like kind of what I said before about him not winning. But obviously then when Alex Riley came in to like celebrate with the Miz, he kind of knocked Miz's hand so that he dropped like the title belt, obviously because he was trying to hide it from the ref, so the ref realised what had happened and reversed the decision so that Cena was still champion. So obviously that made Miz annoyed at Alex Riley, so that's kind of putting like a split between them, which I think will be good for the Miz. I just think Alex Riley's really annoying, and I think Miz would do better to kind of get rid of him and just kind of like, you know, go at it on his own as such. So then, but then after that, Cena kind of goes crazy and like attitude adjusts both Miz and Riley after that, you know, because he's like completely down and out, and then all of a sudden he's like, whoa, super strength again, because that's what always happens with Cena. So then the tag match is Rey Mysterio and Kofi Kingston against Jack Swagger and Drew McIntyre, and Alberto Del Rio is on commentary on this one, which is a bit weird. I guess they said because he's trying to see his new competition, but it's like all people that have moved over from, you know, from, like SmackDown to Raw anyway, so it's not exactly new people, it's all people he's faced before. Rey Mysterio wins the match by pinning Drew McIntyre after doing a 619 and a splash. Alberto tries to attack Rey, so it seems like they're going to be having like another kind of feud again. Mason Ryan is in the next match against Kane. Obviously we haven't really seen much of the new Nexus since Randy Orton took them out before WrestleMania. He's a bit of a beast, that guy. He's like huge. He like took out like Kane and like Big Show like really easily. Obviously Nexus interfere in the match, so Mason Ryan gets disqualified, but you know, Big Show comes out to like save Kane, but Mason Ryan just completely takes him out, and obviously the kind of rest of Nexus are a bit like, because he's like able to do that, so they seem to be pushing him quite a bit anyway. So then the fight, like the end of like the show, The Rock comes back out and you know, like is thanking everyone for being there, saying, you know, how great it is to have celebrate his birthday in Miami. And then Vince McMahon comes out. He got quite a big cheer. He hasn't obviously been on the show for quite a while now, and says that, you know, he's like basically thanking The Rock for everything that he's done, and then they do like a tribute kind of video to The Rock, which is okay. I've seen much better tribute videos before that one, and this is the song they use is really annoying. It didn't really fit with like the kind of WWE kind of normal music that they use. And then how embarrassing, like, they had, like, that, oh, what's she called, singer, Maya, or whatever she's called, come out to sing Happy Birthday to The Rock. I mean, come on, The Rock's, like, what, like a 30-something-year-old man, and they're singing, like, Happy Birthday to him? You could tell by the way he was looking, he was kind of like, embarrassing. That's just lame. Yeah, you sing it to, like, little kids at birthday parties, not to, like, a full-grown man who's, like, a superstar, and, like, you know, in Hollywood and in wrestling, but whatever. And obviously then, you know, they just let The Rock obviously finish off the show, and they had like loads of balloons and confetti and stuff and coming down from the ceiling. I pity the poor people that have to clean all that up after the event is finished. But yeah, so like the Raw was okay. It didn't really build anything really, to be honest, but I guess it was mainly about The Rock, to be fair. So yeah, so it was alright. But yeah, no, so I'm just still kind of annoyed about Smackdown. Shame on you people who put spoilers up, and never mind. Anyway, I'm going to stop this negativity now. Oh, I'm really tired. I have to sit, right. For some reason, right, my internet connection is fine. My speed when I play, like, Xbox, like, any games on the Xbox is completely fine. But whenever I have to download anything through the Xbox, it takes forever. So obviously, as you know, the new Call of Duty map packs came out yesterday. And I was downloading them. I'm not kidding. It took 3 hours for them to download. So I had to stay up until like 2 in the morning waiting for these stupid maps to download. I mean, it was literally doing like 1% like every 5 to 10 minutes. And I was like, this is the most ridiculous thing in the whole world. So I haven't even had a chance to play them yet, because obviously, like I said, I finished downloading at 2 in the morning. And by then I was like, I cannot be bothered to like play this. So hopefully they're good. So if any of you, like I said, like you guys know, if any of you have got Call of Duty or want to play, just add me in my Gamertag. It's going to be down there again, and I'll put like all my other like contact stuff, because yeah, it's really cool talking to you guys. Obviously I actually logged in MSN last night for the first time in about, I think it was about 4 or 5 months. I haven't been on there, I just don't use it anymore. So but yeah, so thanks to those of you who've like followed me on Twitter or added me on Skype. It's cool to talk to you guys. Anyway, gonna stop this now, and I'll be back for my review of Smackdown on Friday, and hopefully I'll be less annoyed by then. Okay, thanks for watching, bye.